seagulls in the background, it's because it's seagulls in the background. I'm sorry, it's just really hot in Sweden right now. I'm not complaining, but I had to have the balcony door open. So if you hear any seagulls, it's because it's seagulls, like, out there. And also, like, my stand is crooked. Like, I'm getting a bit seasick, but I need... Oh, and it's so wobbly. I'm gonna get a new stand for my camera, but I don't have one right now. I'm so sorry. This has gotten a bit wobbly and crooked, so we're gonna have to live with this. I'll fix it soon. Okay, let's get into this video that is gonna be what I think that the Fame palette by Colourpop should have been. You know what? I applaud Colourpop for releasing a cool tone palette. They were like, we're doing something else, we're releasing a cool tone palette, and they really should be changing their name to beige pop or neutrals for life with a slight pop, maybe. Or maybe like neutrals with the Colourpop. That could be the thing. The thing is that I don't know why the palette is so big. I don't know why the palette has so many tops. Like, that is not the only cool tone color that people can see themselves wearing. I understand now that Colourpop is totally unwilling or uninterested to release anything that is like colorful and matte. I mean, I get it. I'm not gonna see a forest green or a bright blue matte from Colourpop. Like, I get it. It's not gonna happen. It's not coming in a palette. It's not in the cars. I get it. But why don't they try to make more wearable colors or more cool color stories? I love the little Pretty Cute palette, the one that has like 3 neutrals that is not warm tones and 3 like purpley pinks. That palette is amazing. It's so beautiful. Like, need more palettes like that. And then the Fame palette, like, why couldn't that have been something slightly smaller? So what I'm gonna show you is 12 pans, because I don't think that they need 16 pan eyeshadow palettes. Like, Colourpop, you do not have to be Morphe. Stop making big eyeshadow palettes. When you're making this many eyeshadow palettes, you're gonna get more people to buy your palettes. At least this is what I think, if they're not getting bigger and bigger and bigger, especially when a lot of them has the exact same somewhat colors. It doesn't matter if you put all the browns next to each other and say, you know what, they're slightly different. Yeah, but how many browns do you need? Like, so this is me showing you, I even put it in a Colourpop palette. This is me showing you what I think that the Fame palette should have been. This is cool tones, this is color story, and this is wearable in the sense of what people think is wearable. So it's not like what I have on today. I did film this, by the way, and it's coming up soon. It's coming soon. So this is not a peacock palette. If I were to make a cool tone palette, would I make this one? Probably not. But I would pick this up if Colourpop released this, because I would think that this is fun and new. And I think that a lot of people that are afraid of color wouldn't mind picking something like this up. Am I right? Like, this is 12 shadows and they're all cool toned, and you have 3 neutrals, like 2 tops, one shimmery and one matte, and then one dark brown, like a cool toned dark chocolate brown to deepen it up, matte white, 4 cool tone purples, and 4 cool tone greens. I think that a lot of people would be on board with this. Like, why wasn't this the Fame palette? Like, why wasn't this the cool tone palette that people could be like excited about? Because I think it's gonna be really hard to persuade people that cool tones is fun when the warm tones is getting the browns and the yellow, oranges and reds, and the cool tones is only getting the tops. There are so many cool tones. See what I did there? That could be included. I'm gonna show you each and every one of these shades. I'm gonna swatch them and I'm gonna explain why they're in the palette, and I'm also gonna show you some close-up swatches, because I wish that this palette existed. I really do. I would have bought this palette. I have 2 long nails to figure this out. And my nail polish is not doing so good. It's not doing so good. First color is just Makeup Geek White Lies. This is just a matte white. And I think that personally, I don't need a highlighting color in the palette to be satisfied, but I think that a lot of people would like it. And together with these shades here, a matte white could be really nice, and it's also not something that they usually put in their palettes. So I think that a matte white would be a nice, like, break from what they usually have. Next color is Blondie by Luxie Beauty, and this is a beautiful color. Even though I'm not into like these neutrals, this one is stunning. And if you wanted to have a cool tone palette, you should include at least some beiges. I do think so, but does the whole palette have to be beige with like 2 mauves? Like, is that really necessary? Next color is actually by Makeup Geek. This is Faux Fur, and this is like one of their neutrals that don't get any love, basically because it's a cool tone brown. It is a matte, and I think that this is the kind of matte that should be in a cool tone palette. I mean, a lot of people would like this. This would go really well together with the greens as well if you don't want to do an all green look. This could also be nice in the crease together with the purple on the lid if you don't want to go all in purple. It's just a nice, it's a nice crease color, and if you want to deepen it up, trying to maneuver my knife. I always have a knife that I pry the pants out of the palette. This is Till Death by Luxie. I don't know if this is available anymore, but this is actually one of my favorite neutrals. It is a blackened, cool toned brown. It is so dark and so pigmented that it's almost black, but it's not really black. It's like a bitter, chocolatey, matte brown, and I think that a color like this would be perfect in the palette. I think a lot of people would be able to create a really nice everyday look with just these 4 shades, and then you still have 8 more fun shades to play with that are not too out there, but still some color. 2 colors are actually from the new Divina shadows that came out, and these are so nice that I really want to showcase what nice like cool tone purples they are. This is more like a mauve purple, and this is called Mina. And this is a shadow that would be an amazing one eyeshadow look. Like, all you need is this shadow on the lid, blend it into the crease with some mascara, and you are done. Like, that's it. That's a perfect mauve purple everyday look that you could wear to the office without feeling like you have only beiges, but you're still not super out there with like a peacock look. It's such a beautiful color. You could even deepen it up a bit with this Till Death. Just saying, a color like this would have been so nice in the palette. Next, I picked a purpley lavender shimmer from Luxie. This is called Purple Haze, and I just wanted to show that purples are the kind of cool tones that people are dying to see more of, and this one has a nice like periwinkle sheen to it. So it's like a lavender base with like a periwinkle sheen. It's absolutely beautiful, and this is the kind of cool toned purple that would be an amazing lid color if you wanted to have some more color, or if you wanted to go from day to night, or to do an all purple look and be cool toned but still a bit colorful, like clubbing but not like clubbing blue smoky eye. This is a really beautiful color, by the way. Just staring at it. Next is a second new color by Divina, and this is Kaya, and this is just a mid-tone wisteria matte. It is so beautiful. Imagine this one together with the like shimmery purple. What an amazing purple look you would have. So beautiful, and I don't understand why people are saying that they're doing cool tone palettes, but like there are so many nice cool toned colors that you could bring in as well, and a wisteria color like this, beautiful. Next is by Luxie, and this is like a cool toned darker purple. This is called Raisin Hell, and this is just a nice, like, I would think that a palette like this would benefit from having like a darker purple as well to deepen up this look. Like, these two go so well together, so pretty. You can even go with something like this on the lid, or even the white, like that would be nice as well. Just something to deepen it up. So I'm thinking like quads. You could do a purple quad, a brown quad, and then a green quad, but you could mix and match as well because these tones really do go together. This is such a beautiful duochrome. This is Limelight by Luxie, and this is like a beigey base with a strong lime green shift. It is very cool, and I think that this would be a nice like alternative inner corner highlight if you're feeling more daring, or a good lid color if you want to have a lighter green look. It is just a beautiful duochrome green, and I think that something like this brings an unexpected pop to the palette that's not like super in your face but still brings something interesting. And I wish that more brands would bring in these nice lighter duochromes in the palettes as a twist and an opportunity for people to play more with color. Next two shadows are actually by Colourpop. This is Team Captain. It is a beautiful like army green matte. This is a lovely color. And this is such a nice cooler toned green, and I don't understand why a green like this is not included in a cool tone palette. Imagine how nice this would be buffed all over the lid and in the crease, and then just a bit of this duochrome green in the inner corners, just some mascara. Same here, a nice everyday look with a little pop of color that's not too much in your face, still cool toned but not boring. Second to last color is Up and Up by Colourpop. This is it has like a foresty green base and then I don't want to say a gold, but it's like a muted green gold shimmer. It is a cool toned shimmery green. It is very pretty. This is like one of those unsung heroes of Colourpop. It's such a beautiful color. So this is Up and Up, and just look at how nice this would go with Team Captain and just darken up a bit with this Till Death. Or even darken up with this one. This is Enchanted Forest by Makeup Geek, and boy, this is such a nice matte green. Imagine how nice this quad would be, this quad, and this quad, and you can mix and match from all the quads, or you can just wear them alone. You can wear just two of the colors from a quad and make a nice everyday look. Personally, I'm very excited about how this palette came together. I think that this is a palette that people would buy. Would you buy this palette if you saw it from Colourpop? Because I think that this could be a hit. I think that people would really like this, and this would go together with some of their cooler, like, they have some palettes that have some nice like mauvey, pinky, purpley tones together with browns, and these would go so well together with these palettes as well. I feel like sometimes Colourpop are, every time they're releasing a palette, they're just scratching everything and starting from zero, but they already have so many good palettes. They don't have to release the same thing all over and over. I wish that they would have more faith in the consumers being able to pick up another palette. Not everyone is like that. Not everyone needs every palette to have everything. Let's be honest, not every palette can be for those people. Let some palettes be for people like me as well, who just wants a fun color story. I just want something fun, I just want something new. Let me show you some close-ups of these swatches before we wrap this up. So yeah, that was everything for this video. Almost forgot where I were or what I was doing. Let me know your thoughts down below. I love doing videos like this. It really like enables me to get into my creative mindset and just think of like, what would I want versus what do I think that everyone would want, and just try to combine those, because if I were to make a palette that would be my perfect palette, I'm not sure that everyone would like that. Or maybe you would. Maybe I'm not giving you enough credit. But yeah, that was everything for this video. Do let me know if you have any thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, because I do upload quite a lot of videos, and there's gonna be more videos this week. I'm sure of it. I will see you in my next video. Bye!